All right, now I want to read to you John 1, first 5 verses from Eugene Peterson's The Message. The Word was first, the Word present to God, God present to the Word was God, in readiness for God from day one. Everything was created through Him. Nothing, not one thing, came into being without Him. What came into existence was life, and the life was light to live by. The light blazed out of the darkness. The darkness couldn't put it out. Oh, that's pretty good, huh? I want to read from the Williams translation. I really like this one. Williams translation, John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word. Wait a minute, let me read it correctly. In the beginning the Word existed, and the Word was face to face with God. Yea, the Word was God Himself. He is the one who was face to face with God in the beginning. It was through Him that everything came into existence. And apart from Him, not a single thing came into existence. It was by Him that life began to exist. Come on, somebody. And that life was the light of mankind. So the light continues to shine in the darkness. For the darkness has never overpowered it. I just realized something as I was reading that. The background I have in there is the light piercing the darkness. Oh, son, that's good. That's good. But that Williams translation, I like that. So, the Gospel of John. I've been, not this week yet, but a couple weeks ago I started working my way through the Gospel of John. Just a certain line, things standing out to me, just pulling them out. I don't know, I might do some videos on it. I don't know. But it's every time Jesus said something about the Father or interacted with the Father, anytime Jesus and the Father are mentioned together in the Gospel of John, that's what I've been looking at, just grabbing them. Anyway, I've been getting a little more familiar with the Gospel of John. So, one thing about the Gospel of John is my understanding, and I don't know how old he was, but the Apostle John was up in years, probably 80, 90 years old maybe, when he wrote the Gospel of John. So he's had, he probably wasn't even hardly 20 years old when he was a disciple following Jesus around during Jesus' ministry. So we're talking decades the Apostle John had to marinate, or as Don Keithley says, crock pot, the ministry and the life of Jesus, but also cultivating his own life and relationship experience with Jesus, the Apostle John I'm talking about. So he had all these decades, and I think the story goes that some of his disciples, John's disciples, came to him and they were like, man, you're getting old. I know you've been telling us all this, but why don't you write this down? And I don't know if that's the way it went, and I may have the story mixed up, but it really is neither here nor there. The fact is, he had decades to stew and to ponder and to think and learn and understand who this was, this one. And this is how he starts his gospel. This is how he starts his gospel, in the beginning. Oh, in the beginning. So John immediately is bringing our attention to the fact that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. He's bringing that to our attention. Let's just see how old Peterson does it. What John would bring to our mind. Let's just read it. First, this God created the heavens and the earth. All you see, all you don't see. Earth was a soup of nothingness, a bottomless emptiness and an inky blackness. God's spirit brooded like a bird above the watery abyss. God spoke, light, and light appeared. God saw that light. It was good. That was good. That God saw that light was good, and separated light from dark. God named the light day and named the dark night. It was evening. It was morning, day one. So here, this is what John wants to recall to our mind. Why so? Well, there's probably more reasons than I know, but a couple of them is, I believe. We can keep reading here. This John's gospel is so good. But I believe Jesus, the one through whom God created the world that he is, the Son, the eternal Son of the Father, the original creation. He now is coming into that creation and recreating the creation. He's saving the cosmos. He's saving the cosmos that he created. He came into his own world, and how does it say it? Oh, where's it at? I don't know where's that. He came to his own people, but they didn't want him. He came into the world that he created, that they knew him not. So that's one of the things that I think John is nailing down here after decades of pondering and pontificating, marinating, stewing, lying to soak in. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The same one that created the original creation, that one is now coming into creation. The flesh, becoming flesh, being made flesh. Let me just read it from the Williams translation again. In the beginning, the Word existed, and the Word was face to face with God. Yea, the Word was God himself. He is the one who was face to face with God in the beginning. There's this father-son relationship. And the Spirit brooded over the waters. There's Father, Son, and Spirit. There's this relationship. It was through him that everything came into existence. See? He said it right there. And apart from him, not a single thing came into existence. So John is saying, let me let Kruger say it for you, and then we'll talk some more about it. Let me quote Baxter Kruger out of this book. Let me see if I can find the one I'm looking for. Okay, there's a couple little out of this, the mediation of Jesus Christ. Thinking about this, what I'm trying to talk about here. Listen to what Kruger says. Behind this stunning truth stand two realities. What stunning truth is he talking about? Let me read that to you first. To speak of this Jesus is to speak definitively about the being of God, but also about all creation and the human race, and about their relationship to each other. In this incarnate Son, the life of the triune God and of creation and of all humanity are not separated but bound together in relationship, indeed in union. Jesus is himself the one in whom these relationships originate and are sustained. He is the union. Now listen. Everything was created through him. Nothing, not one thing came into being without him. What came into existence was life, and the life was the light to live by. The life light blazed out of the darkness, and darkness could not put it out. Now listen to how Williams said it. It was through him that everything came into existence, and apart from him, not a single thing came into existence. It was in him that life began. You have life? Do you have life? This is what dawned on me one day. You can't live without him. You can't live apart from him. Nothing that is in existence came into existence apart from him. And that's what Kruger's saying in this quote I just quote you. The creation and all of humanity is not separated but bound together in this relationship. What relationship? He created us. He created all that is. And it's in him that this life exists. The life of the cosmos. The life of humanity. My life, your life. It's all created and exists in him. Now listen to what he says here. He says, behind this stunning truth stand two realities. that we must take time to note with great care. I'm just going to quote what he says. First, Jesus Christ is the eternal, beloved Son of the Father, who shares all things with him in the fellowship of the Holy Spirit. This is what John is saying in the beginning of his gospel. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. I like the way Williams does it. In the beginning, the Word existed, and the Word was face to face with God. Yea, the Word was God himself. He is the one who was face to face with God in the beginning. So there's this face to face, facing towards Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, face to face relationship that was in the beginning, when through the Word God spoke, through the communication of God, this Word that existed with God face to face, this eternal Son, through him God creates. And nothing comes into existence apart from him. You can't be alive without him. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. Verse 9 says, how does Williams do verse 9? Let's see. Where's it at? The real light, which sheds light upon everyone, was just coming into the world. The light that comes into the world that lighteth every man, King James says. So, there's this life that's created in the Son, and it all exists and holds together, and is sustained in him. So this is the first thing Baxter says we got to understand it. This, to speak of Jesus. Jesus is the eternal, beloved Son of the Father, who shares all things with him in the fellowship of the Holy Spirit. That's so good. That's so good. Now let me read this next quote. I'm going to do it in another video, though.